Okay, now that we have that wonderful reveal going on, let's go in here. Because somebody left us something. And I need to look at, we have an updated codex. Inquisitor, despite my best efforts, I've been unable to locate Solas. From the site of your battle with Corypheus, he was last seen headed west, still distraught over the destruction of the orb Corypheus carried. From there, he disappeared, evading my people so easily and so completely that I'm forced to wonder how much he knew about them. When Solas initially approached the Inquisition and offered aid, I questioned him extensively about his background and history. He was evasive, but he did give the name of the village where he grew up, noting that it was small, unlikely to appear on any map. I hate loose ends, so I kept a few of my agents searching to verify his story. They recently located the village, or what remains of it. It is a ruin, as it has been for centuries. Its name preserved only in disgraded form in ancient Tevinter mysteries. Whoever Solas truly is, wherever he came from, he has deceived us from the very start. That village might not have been a lie. Just pointing that out. Anyway, I apologize for not investigating this more thoroughly while Solas was here. He was clearly helping us, and other matters were of greater urgency. But it was an oversight nonetheless, given how little he shared with us. It is not clear what his plans are, if any, but I will continue to search. Lavellan. If you talk to Vivian enough, and I didn't get anything from her about it, but she will point out, she'll say something like, don't you think it's strange that Solas has so much knowledge and so little personal history? And we got one more person. Well, I do want to see if Mother Giselle has anything to say. Let's check that.
Another finite.
Excuse me.
You have healed the sky and cast down a great darkness, Inquisitor. Whatever political squabbles follow your work, I hope you hold on to those facts. I know I will.
Well, that's helpful. Thank you. Let's go back to wherever the heck I was going. How are you doing?
Inquisitor.
What's been going on?
Not much. The usual. Nice of you to ask.
Okay.
See you later.
I don't expect our companions to have much new to say.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
Sounds great. Cram, still in your chair.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the judges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
Cool. Not you.
Tell her. It's only right.
Not yet. It's not the right time yet.
You're just stalling. We're ready.
We already did this.
Inquisitor, you won. We all won.
Oh.
And I am honored I was part of it.
We all are. But with things winding down, Cullen's got more than enough troops.
It's time for us to go. We've eyes on a keep of our own. Starting a freehold. Maybe even titles. You know, rising up. Like you did. Just like you.
Rising up with what? Aww.
You've turned into fine people. I'm the one who's honored, who's proud.
Don't. You'll start him crying.
Are you kidding? This is the best day of my life. Every day is the best day. Your worship, it's been an honor. It's been incredible.
I learned the charger chant.
Oh,
That's not a chance, it's a limerick, and a damn dirty one.
we got that one.
Man, it's running. You have to give it that.
Thank you.
I'd give them all of that.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Talk, yeah?
Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
Oh, good. Our companions do have things to say. Let's go talk to Cole.
Long day.
Cole, I really need to talk to you. Can you please let me talk to you? I don't have... What the hell? I don't have the option. We'll come back. I'll be fine. That's not... What? There's a book back there. Sandra.
Liliana is already turning the chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The chantry needed someone like her.
Oh, good. Let's talk to you, please.
You are wily, your worship. I've received word of your influence yet again, and the rewards. Take note of the effect in the stores. How you do it is beyond me.
Oh, so we did something.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
All right. Let me... Nope.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Let me try again.
Inquisitor.
Nope.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
I don't know. Let me try Cole again. Oh, can I talk to Meriden? No, I can't talk to Meriden. All right. Cole, please talk to me. Why can't I talk to you? You know what? I'm freaking...
Make her be with...
Yeah, autosave. I see that. Let's go up here and load that autosave. Oh, why?
The Ravani one? Solid tactic. Swap back some shield tactics I picked up down south.
Over flagons, I heard.
We sang old war songs until dawn. Maybe just me. I can't remember.
Trading songs. That's a new one.
Every soldier's got one.
Sutherland and them actually left. They're not there anymore. I'm stuck. Nah. Cole. Oh, freaking.
I'm sorry, Cole. But with your gift, I fear that you might see the path I now must walk in solitude forever. This fate is mine alone. Indeed, I would not wish it on an enemy, much less someone that I once cared for. Though you reach out in compassion, I must now insist that you forget. I'm... What were we talking about? I'm ready to help people when you are.
If that doesn't haunt her for the next 2 years, I don't freaking damn it. Okay, Cullen, let's talk to you.
To South Reach, thank you.
At once, sir.
Liliana is to be divine. It will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be... interesting.
Certainly. Definitely. Excuse me. Nah. It's good. We're good. Oh, you're still here.
Watch that tip, Morris.
Really? Come on.
A whole temple. I told you. Elves. You did say elves. Then we agree. Nope.
I'm sorry, what?
An opportunity, Your Worship. If you've a moment, I would speak to you about a potential partnership.
Okay.
You said something about a partnership.
The work you have done has presented an opportunity to return trade to the roads. A minimal investment at key points will ensure safe caravans. I'll forward it to your assistants for consideration. We have this opportunity because of you, Inquisitor.
Oh.
And we will all profit.
I maybe should have talked to her sooner.
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress? How could we not be?
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Opening the roads operation. Huh.
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose to extend your reach today?
Nah, I'm good. Thanks. I'm all set. Oh, where's Master Dennett?
All's well.
How are you doing?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
So nothing from him about whether or not he's going home. Buy and sell. Oh, that's for the horses. I don't care. Where are you?
Ah, there you are. I heard about the new Divine.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I wasn't surprised the Spy Master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman. I'm eager to see what she does. Now, what's next for us? I stand ready, as always, Inquisitor.
But let's see, we talked to Cassandra and Cullen and Iron Bull. We talked to Cole. Did we talk to Varric? I can't remember now. And then Solas isn't here, so we've got Vivian and Dorian. Okay.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting.
A little bit.
But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Great. Excellent. I want to see if... maybe this updated any? What the heck lit up? Oh, the books. Oh, it's not here anymore. Oh, it is. I just can't. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I see the book. Thanks. Last time I was in there, I could keep picking it up.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about.
No, you don't.
Such is my lot. Just a little longer, then.
I have no problem with you staying. Let's see.
Greetings again, Inquisitor. I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
See if we have anything. No items. Do you have anything to say?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
But you don't have it, so...
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Let's go talk to Vivian.
If you require any assistance.
No.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Okay, where... Leliana's up here. Do you have anything to say? Probably not.
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey Warden lore, and so far it's not even half full. Those wardens and their secrets.
Yeah.
The Empress has gifted us with a selection of rare books. I can't wait till they arrive.
The Empress?
Can't talk, Inquisitor. Too much to do.
I think you're a little confused.
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things. And yet, not defined by any one. I am now Divine Victoria. But to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
Yep, my army's here if you need it.
Skyhold will feel empty without you.
Val Royeaux is not so far away, and I can always use advice from the Herald of Andraste. Not to worry, I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
When will you go?
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint, and perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Leliana.
Okay. I think we got everybody. And there's no one to watch me jump down anymore.
Inquisitor?
Oh, we haven't talked. Did we talk to Josephine? I don't remember now.
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the Chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Should the Inquisition offer Leliana its protection?
It'd be more imposition than useful, or misinterpreted as a struggle for power. It's best Leliana arrange things herself. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times.
That she most definitely will. Okay, so we got some new quests. That big glowing green thing is Trespasser. Opening the roads. I thought we also had something else. Maybe not.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends?
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
While the Inquisition has done much to remove threats from the Road of Orlais and Ferelden both, it is not the same as reliably securing trade routes. An altogether more expensive proposition, Bonnie Sims nonetheless feels the Inquisition is on the cusp of achieving it. With further commitment, the Inquisition can arrange that merchants of our various interests will be free to bring their wares. It'll be worth the effort. So you can send anyone. Investment in each will ensure they travel safety. Nothing surpasses a proper entourage. Mandate specific travel times. We cannot be everywhere all the time, but we do not have to be. We don't have the manpower, but we don't need it. Exchange the promise of local militia for trade opportunities, and the roads will all but secure themselves. So Cullen will take the shortest time.
To work?
So I'll put him on it. And then what we're gonna do, the only thing we have left to do before Trespasser, which I'm making sure, attend the Exalted Council, is Frostback Basin. To Ambassador Josephine Montillier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Brom Kendrick, University of Orlais. So we got to do our connections. The University of Orlais has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there's something worthwhile in Frostback Basin, we should investigate. So the reason why I like to save this till after the end of the main game is because our quest here is to find the body, or at least try to find the body of the original Inquisitor. And that's really not a pressing matter in terms of, it feels extremely strange to be doing this when Corypheus is trying to take over the world. The other reason that I like to save it to the end is because it gives you an idea of what the Inquisition does for the 2 years between Corypheus's defeat and Trespasser. So that's why we're doing it now and why I have saved it for the end. We scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kendrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Scout Harding. We're going to venture forward, and I'm still trying to unlock a very certain amount of dialogue. And Solas is gone. Let's take Varric again.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
I apparently studied Inquisitor Emeridin.
The texts say that Inquisitor Emeridin was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Emeridin stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Loot sounds good.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridin was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
How is your family?
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montilier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers, it's just... I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
I don't know. Haven't we had these conversations with her? Maybe we didn't. But yeah, that should have been earlier. Where'd you learn to fight?
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow? All that?
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts, and what takes him down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
What do you think of Kenrick?
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
Tell me, thoughts on the Avar.
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders.
Oh, I like the way she thinks. We should keep her around. For mayhem.
Yes! Mayhem!
All right, get it out of your system.
Mayhem!
It's funny how a word loses its meaning when you say it enough times.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. Ugh. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
That sounds awesome. That would be cruel. No!
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
Glad you're still here.
We defeated Corypheus. I thought you'd have returned to your old life.
After everything I've seen, I don't think I could ever go back to my old life. Could you? I can't just pretend. I can't just pretend I'm the same person. I got a letter from my mother. She was happy the breach was sealed. She had no idea what we went through. And I don't have the heart to tell her.
We'll continue this another time.
Safe travels.
Okay, I want to find somewhere to stand. Alright, I just want to stand somewhere. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. And I just want to stand somewhere for party banter while I do that. Guys, we'll turn around. Turn around. That's good enough.
Cole, the wooden duck I found on my bed, was that you?
No, I'm not a wooden duck.
I mean, did you put it there?
Yes. I couldn't find one with little wheels, though. I'm sorry.
Hey, Cole, did you know the servants at Skyhold remember you now?
Yes, I'm more real. What they feel sticks, holding, heavy. I can't wash it away, but it lets me learn.
Hey, good for you. Glad to hear it. I think.
Alright, I switched out Varric because it didn't seem like they were talking. Oh, we did get codices. Forward camp has been established in the Ferelden hinterlands, and suitable locations for other outposts have been identified. Progress into the area proceeded ahead of projected schedules thanks to a local volunteer. For further details, read on. Slater was ambushed and overwhelmed by bandits and might have died if not for the timely intervention of Lace Harding, who rescued Saitler with 2 well-aimed stones from a sling. Her family Mabari ran off the remaining 3 bandits. Harding and Contessa, the Mabari, escorted Saitler back to the forward camp, followed at a distance by the small herd of ambling sheep that belonged to a neighbor of the Harding family. Once there, she requested a map, which she proceeded to fill out with helpful details, most notably known bandit hideouts and ambush points. Map completed, Lace Harding took her sheep and returned home. We did not expect her to return the next morning, now outfitted with a small bow and leather jerkin and absent 1 hound and a herd of sheep. Maps are all right, but nothing beats a guide, she said. That was a week ago. She's still here. I took the liberty of offering her a position as a scout. Yours, Charter. Halvor often arrives around Wintersend, but given the recent weather, I hadn't looked for him, which is why his voice across the market took me by surprise. Lowlander, I was owed a drink on my next visit and supper, unless you were getting out of your wager. Maybe I was trying to get out of the bet, but I happily paid the bill at the end that night. I asked Halvor where he'd last traveled, and he said he'd been trading with an Avar hold in Frostback Basin. Then he raised an eyebrow at the look on my face, so I described the stories Uncle told us as children, where brave expeditions get lost in places like the Western Approach, Na Asane Marches, Frostback Basin. He laughed and admitted it could be a cruel place. He described thick forest, greater than any I'd seen, I'm certain, and darkened swamps. His rule for traveling there seemed to boil down to be wary and alert because everything can kill you. The wildlife is violent, the cliffs are steep, and you must be mindful of the gods' wishes, here meaning his Avar gods. Of course, the hunting is good, the trade fair, and the Avar hold impressive. But do people really disappear in the forest? I asked. Few lowlanders come through. Not sure how many leave after. The last was a joke, but I won't be visiting that hold anytime soon. Tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the Mountain Father, kept his throne at the peak of the Belenas, the mountain at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the last of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But sparrow, raven, and vulture, and eagle, swift, and albatross returned to her with nothing. When the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart, the other birds laughed. For the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce, even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff. And when the golden cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakkon, Winter's Breath, bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honored, above even the loftiest eagles.